cost of living in Connecticut, if you don't know, is like really, really high, so high. I remember we had to leave about $98 tip. My heart sank. I was like, hey, are we really leaving $98? Someone was like, yeah, that's the standard because we spent so much money. I'm just like, oh my God, can I be a waitress? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You won't believe this. This is like the 10th time I'm saying, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Maybe I'll just remove it because sometimes it just feels very, sometimes superficial, but it becomes like an automatic thing to say. So it's like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Anyway, I still like it. I like the sound of it. It's been a while, but still staying consistent as promised. This video is going to be very, very short. I was thinking about it. It's like, what are the things that I miss about Berlin that I don't have now, that I cannot get here? And surprisingly, I came up with a couple of stuff, and yeah, so I'll get right into it. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and please leave a comment. Your comments are always appreciated, and your suggestions. So yeah, let's start. So I will start with the first thing that is very that from day one I was like, oh my God, I'm going to miss this about Berlin, and that is public transportation. I know, like, if you're living in the US, you're living like in I know, like Philly, one of my favorite cities, Denver or New York, Chicago, Boston, they have like really great public transportation, and maybe some other places that I'm not aware of. But where I am in Connecticut, public transportation is really almost non-existent. I have used a bus before, and it was so nice. It was quiet, and I could tell like the stigma of using a public bus. Like where I am, it's like a public bus is like for poor people or for people that cannot really afford. At least that's what I was told. And even though that was the case, I really enjoyed using the bus. The only problem is that it doesn't come as often as I would like it to come, and it doesn't go to all the places that I want to go to. If it does, I have to connect, and connection takes like an hour or so. So yes, there is public transportation, don't get me wrong. It's just that it's every hour, you know. I'm saying public transportation or walkability because I don't like driving. I am not a big fan of driving. So I miss that about Berlin. So Berlin's public transit system is so efficient, it's affordable, and very well connected. You could get almost everywhere without needing a car, which is like a big contrast to many US cities. So I miss that. And also, it's if I would say, okay, I don't want to drive here, I can use a bike. No, I've seen very, very few people use bikes here, like very, very few. So yes, I miss public transportation in Berlin. The walkability of the city, it's like you are living in a city. And I know this is the same with people that are living in big cities in the US. It's like you have everything right around the corner, especially if you're living in like maybe the city center, you know. You have everything, like a cafe or the supermarket right around the corner. Where I am, it's very much residential, and people go to work or go to the store. It's like everything is far apart. So I miss that about Berlin. That's the most obvious things. The second point is I miss and again, I'm comparing to where I am, not in other cities. I miss the international and multicultural environment about Berlin. It's like, I've already mentioned this. I felt like it was a melting pot of cultures with a lot of diverse expat communities, and that brought up a lot of like the variety of international food, events, and languages. I love to listen to people speaking different languages, because for me it's very fascinating. Even if I don't understand the language, I will ask, so how do you say this in your language? And I was like, oh my God, so I miss that. I miss that. I know, again, I've said this, in other cities people are having this already, but I am not yet having that, and I miss that a lot. And honestly, I could think about these two, but the last one that I would think about is like the cheap chills, you know, chilling with friends. I feel like we're so cheap in Berlin compared to the US. Cost of living in Connecticut, if you don't know, is like really, really high, so high. So I feel like every time we have like, we go out for dinner mostly with friends, with family, it's so high. I remember we had to leave about $98 tip, and that was $98 a tip. My heart sank. I was like, hey, are we really leaving $98? It's just like, and someone was like, yeah, that's the standard because we spend so much money. I'm just like, oh my God, can I be a waitress? Because if I can make $98 on a tip, that would be amazing. But yeah, that aside, I miss cheap chills, just chilling, not spending so much money when you go out with friends. Or yeah, I really miss that about Berlin. So I know there would be maybe a lot of things that I would discover along the way, and maybe some of these things like the public transportation, the international and multicultural environment, and the cheap chills. Probably I will find it in another city because I don't want to stay in Connecticut for so long. The plan is to move elsewhere. I haven't decided where, or we haven't decided where. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these things will change and I will update. But for now, these are the 3 things that I miss about Berlin. And yeah, let's see. I'm looking forward to finding public transportation not in Connecticut. Probably when we move out. Yeah. International multicultural not here, probably not where I am. Almost everybody here is just especially in my neighborhood. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Probably like when we leave this town or when we leave this place, and then we'll find all these that I'm looking for. But for now, these are the things that I miss about Berlin. And what about you? What do you miss about Berlin? Or I don't know, or what do you think you will miss about Berlin when you leave? Or what are the things that I don't know, anything. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, have a great evening, have a great day, and leave a comment. Thanks.